if you have ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, Perplexity, Copilot, and 3 other AI apps on you sitting on your phone, and you still don't know which one that you're supposed to use, this video is for you. Okay, so today we're going to clear up a little bit of confusion, because at this point there are so many AI platforms out there. Half the battle is figuring out which one you're even supposed to use for whatever task you're trying to do, right? But before we go platform by platform, I want to name something also that I see all the time. Most people have been using AI like Google. You put in a question, you open up the app, you put in a question, you read the answer, and then you close the app and you go on about your day, right? That's the whole relationship in a nutshell. And I understand why, because it's what we've been trained to do, or what we're used to do for the past 30, 40 years, however long Google's been around, I don't know. But that's not what this is. That is not what AI is. AI can write with you. It can rewrite for you. It can edit. It can analyze, right? It can organize. It can brainstorm. You can hand it a 40-page document and say, tell me what is actually in here. What is this all about? It can summarize for you, right? You can have it research something for you the right way, properly, right? You can build out an entire workflow with AI. And more, you can hand it a job with several steps and it will do the steps. And in the right circumstances, AI can be your therapist if you're not careful. But anyway, so the question I keep getting over and over again is, Kelly, which AI is best? Right? And that's not really the question we should be asking. The better question is, what are you trying to do, or what are you trying to get done? Because there's a lot of overlap here, right? These platforms can do a little bit of this and a little bit of that and a little bit of everything. But they all have different personalities, if you will. They all have things that they're good at, and then some of them have things that they're mediocre at. Nothing is perfect. We know that, right? And once you know which one will work best for you, that's when the confusion starts going away. So let's go through them one by one. As quickly as possible. ChatGPT. Listen, if you're starting out, this is where you want to start with ChatGPT. I call her Keisha. Listen, Keisha is the best all-around general purpose one, right? She's good at brainstorming. She's good at researching. She's good at files. She's good at images now. She used to not be, but she has gotten better. She's good at planning. She's good at organizing. She's good at thinking through a problem when you don't even know how to word what the problem really is, right? For me, Keisha is central command. She's right in the center of everything else that I'm doing, right? I'm bouncing between YouTube content, my Panama move, my digital products, and about 4 or 5 other things that I got going on, right, at any given moment. And Keisha, or ChatGPT, is the one where I go to sort it all out, okay? Number 2, Claude. Claude is my writer. I love Claude. Claude is good at long form writing, rewriting, editing, scripts, books, articles, my Substack articles, and it's very good at working through the big documents without losing the thread, okay? Because Keisha doesn't do that too well. And I'll be honest, I usually find Claude writing more natural than any of the other ones, right? Less of that stiff, kind of over-polished AI sound stuff, right? Now, you can ask Claude to build you a presentation, and it's going to show up to a PowerPoint wearing flip-flops and khakis. That's not what you want, right? When you want a good presentation, Claude is not where you want to go. Beautiful writer, but questionable fashion sense. Number 3, Gemini. If your whole life already lives in Google, Gmail, Google Drive, Docs, Chrome, all of it, Gemini is kind of worth your attention. And I'm reading these, so bear with me. Gemini, because I don't always use this, but Gemini is definitely worth you paying attention to, right? Because it can actually reach into your email reach into your Google Docs, reach into your Chrome, whatever it is you're using, and you can say, hey, find me that email from the closing attorney that that was back in March, and pull out the attachment. It's real good at that. It's already there. I can just go to it and it's done, right? I can just go get it. Now, and I want to be clear, this isn't Google search, but it's kind of like, this isn't Google search with AI on top of it. No, it's a full-on assistant. It just happens to be sitting inside the house that you already live in, if you want to look at it like that. Okay. The next one, Perplexity. Now, I hadn't heard of this until earlier this year. This is the show me the receipts AI. What are rates doing this week? What did that company actually announce? And then, where did you get that? Show me. That's Perplexity. Perplexity is the queen of, I got receipts. That's what Perplexity is. Now, would I ask it to write me something emotional or creative? Absolutely not. That's not what it's there for. But when I need to know what's true, what's absolutely true right now, today, and I want to see where it came from, that's the one I want to use, Perplexity. Microsoft Copilot. I know you've seen that. If your work lives in Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Outlook, Teams, Microsoft 365 world, then this one is relevant for you. You know, when you're sitting there staring at a spreadsheet, somebody sent you, and you just want something to tell you what the bottom line is, what those numbers are actually saying, that right inside that file. The question isn't whether Copilot is better than ChatGPT, because the comparison doesn't really mean anything. The question is whether AI built directly from the software that you're using, that you're already using all day long, right? That is the question. Is this one better because I'm already in the system that it was built around, right? Gemini Notebook. Listen, some of you already knew Notebook LM, same tool. Google just renamed it. So it's now called Gemini Notebook. And a quick heads up, because I know somebody's going to question me about this, and it can be a little confusing. There's also a notebooks section inside the Gemini app itself. So just understand that those differences, right? They're related, but they're not the same thing. You want the standalone one. You want the one that's by itself. This one is simple, but people keep sleeping on it. It's a good one, right? You give it your own material, your own PDF, your own research, your own notes, your own documents, whatever it is, your own material. And then you ask questions about those. Drop in a long insurance policy, and it will tell you and ask it actually what is covered in this policy. So you don't have to read the whole thing. I'm in real estate. You can drop in an entire contract and have it summarized and tell you what's in this contract. What are these people really wanting me to buy and for me to sign on the dotted line, right? You can give it a stack of research, and for a book, for example, say you're writing a book and you want to get some research in there, you can put a stack of research in there for a book and ask it to pull out the common themes. Instead of saying, go search the whole internet, you're saying, here, read this. I'm giving it to you, read this. And of course, if you find something legal, financial, or otherwise important, you're still going to verify what it tells you. I'm not telling you to trust everything, right? Listen, Kimi. And you know what? Kimi, who is Kimi, right? I just got comfortable with Claude, but Kimi is worth knowing about, because Kimi, it's kind of where everything is headed, right? Kimi is kind of ahead of the game, right? We're moving from tell me how to do this to here's the job, go do it. And that's what Kimi does. Here's the job, go do the steps, right? Research, files, reports, coding, which I don't know how to do and don't want to know how to do. The kind of multi-step work that you would normally have to sit there and kind of babysit. There's a word for that, by the way. It's called agentic. Agentic. You're going to start hearing it everywhere. So now you know what people mean. Agentic. Do you need Kimi today? Probably not. But I don't want a single one of you walking away feeling left behind. So that's why we mentioned it. And then there's you.com. You.com, which is kind of in that same neighborhood. Heavy on the search, heavy on the research, and agent style workflow. I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time on it. I just don't want you to hear it and say, hey, she didn't tell me about that one, right? Did I miss something? Is something new coming out? You.com. Now, listen, if you are a content creator, there's a whole nother category that I haven't even touched. Specialized tools for imaging, video, for music, for voiceovers, for presentations, things like Suno, 11 Labs. There's a whole list of them, and I'm not explaining all those today. That's a whole nother video. We'll get into it another time, but that's a whole complete different thing. But let me know in the comments if you think you want something like that. I will go ahead and explain that later, give you a document for it. So let's do a quick recap before we wrap up. General purpose, especially if you are beginning AI, ChatGPT, writing long form Claude. If you live in Google, Gemini, current resource with sources, Perplexity, and if you live in Microsoft, Copilot. Working deeply with your own documents, Gemini Notebook, and multi-step work that you don't want to babysit, Kimi, right? That's it. That's the whole map. There's a lot more, but that is the whole map for right now. And at any time that you're stuck, come back to this video and ask yourself also one question. What job am I hiring this AI to do? That's the answer that you want. What is the task that I'm hiring this AI to do? That is it in a nutshell. Listen, which also brings me to something I want to say plainly. Don't become an AI tool collector. And I see this happening more and more. People, oh, it's a new AI, and they jump on it, and they got this, and they have that, and they have this, and they have that. Listen, $20 here, $20 there, $30 there, $5 here. Listen, somebody on TikTok says a tool is changing their life, and now you're subscribed to that tool too. Stop. And 6 weeks later, you're paying for 5 different platforms, and you don't know how to use any of them, right? Listen to me. Depth beats collection, always. Depth beats collection, always. Take the one you're already paying for and actually learn it. Get good at it. Be proficient at it. Learn what it is good at, right? Learn where it falls apart. Learn where it's mediocre, where it's not so good, right? Learn how to talk to it. Have AI learn your voice, right? That's worth more than a folder full of apps that you open 1, maybe 2 times. Listen, because I know most of you are going to want this written down, I'm putting together an AI tool machine. I'm sorry, an AI tool matchmaker. It's a simple thing. It's just a spreadsheet that I'm putting together for you. For each platform, I'm going to say what it is, what it isn't, what it's best for, what it does not do particularly well, because nobody ever tells you that part. They say, oh, get this, but they don't say, but it doesn't do that, okay? So I don't want to hand you another useless 75 AI tools. I don't want to give you that list, but I wanted to give you something where you can look at it and say, I need this. I need to do this. Which AI should I use? And get an answer just like that, right? Without having the research tool, because that's what we end up doing, right? So here's what I do. If you want something like that, drop the word matchmaker in the comments, and when it's ready, I'll come and reply to you specifically, right, with the link that you can go. And it's free. This is free. I'm just doing this for you. I've done the research for you. So if you want it, type matchmaker in the comments, and I will come and bring it to your comment specifically. Because what I don't want to do, I don't want you to hunt for it, and I'm also not giving it to somebody who doesn't want it. So if you want it, just type matchmaker in the comments, and I will reply to your comment with the link to the free list for you. And if you want those creator tools, those of you who are content creators like Suno, 11 Labs, and those type of things, if you want that, let me know that as well, and I will drop that as well into your comment. I'll just put it in one document. If you're building your next chapter and you want practical ways to use AI to create income and make what you already know work for you, subscribe, like, and subscribe, and share it out. Please let somebody else hear what you've heard today. I'm Kelly Janine, and I'll see you in the next chapter.